Stephanie Abrams here, dashing through the airport. I'm going on an adventure. I've got my backpack, I've got my laptop, I've got my traveling shoes on. Come along with me. Ah, look at that snow. Look at the people on the lake. People staying warm with a bonfire in their backyard or having something good to drink while sitting on the lake, doing ice fishing. That's Berkshire County, Western Massachusetts. I think the lakes in Massachusetts are busier in the winter than they are in the summer. But not everybody is a winter fan. You can stay warm by the fireside, have a good drink, enjoy the frozen lakes before they freeze. Once they're frozen, to go off to someplace warm, but so much better. Curaçao, an amazing place. If you want to do everything, there is everything for every interest on this island of Curaçao. So if you're planning ahead for your next breakaway, when a breakaway is something that can happen, this is your place, people. Perfect, ideal weather year-round. And an opportunity to enjoy the multicultures of the Dutch, the Caribbean, the rest of Europe, South America. It all mingles here. And it's because it's a Dutch island. There is a spot for every purpose. And this one, aside from having a gorgeous beach, which you can see off to my right, lots of people out there snorkeling, swimming. There's some jet skis tied up against a line of buoys. Not far away are the turtles you can swim with. And you have every kind of water sport and outdoor activity, but look at this. Amazing. You snorkel, you swim with turtles, the fish come right up to you. People of all ages. Phenomenal. Doesn't that look grand? Compare that to being in the snow. Tropical weather here year-round. Usually somewhere between 74 and 84, in that range, 86. Wonderful weather, not in the hurricane belt. Just a fabulous, fabulous island. You know, there is just so much to do in Curaçao, but at the end of the day, you're going to want to pamper yourself. Part of the joy of going someplace wonderful is staying someplace memorable. Isn't this amazing? You're looking at the brand new Marriott in Curaçao. It's just a remarkable place right on the sea. Just phenomenal. Comfort, pampering style, right on the sea. Gorgeous, no? And the staff is wonderful. And the general manager is wonderful. I have to tell you, I'd love to live there. But if you're into the tropical feel, the relaxation, and you're looking for pampering, the Marriott Beach Resort is a pampering establishment designed for that relaxation that you know you need. And the food is fantastic on the island with some very talented chefs. Look at this dining room. Chic, trendy. And we're going to go off and do some cooking with their executive chef. I've got my gloves on. I've got my apron on. Aren't I fashionable? I'm going to be cooking at the brand new Curaçao Marriott Beach Resort. A fabulous place, and I want you to meet my new best friend, Executive Chef Dino Jagtiani, and we're going to cook together.
Awesome. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Now, you were born and raised in St. Martin?
Yes, I was, yes.
So we have of Indian descent.
Of Indian descent,
so
yes.
do all the curries sneak into your cooking, Caribbean
very
style?
very subtle, but we're very bold with our flavors. So we're going to start, now we're going to do a hot and cold soup, so it's going to be 2 soups in the same bowl. So I'm using very easy to get ingredients. You know, I hope some of your your viewers will try to do this. So I have some oil.
This is olive oil.
Olive oil, yep. I'm just gonna
Any
get
particular olive oil?
the best you can get.
From where?
I don't know. Are you a Spain or Greek person?
Oh, that's funny.
Spain, Italian, or Greek?
That's it. Those are the ones who fight with each other.
Yep.
Yes, over which is the best. Well, I guess I've had a lot more pressure from my Greek chef friends
Okay.
that the only olive oil that's any good anywhere has to be Greek.
Okay.
Until you talk to somebody from Spain or Italy, and then you've got another story on your hands.
So we're just gonna sweat these onions
So are you
out.
saying it doesn't matter?
Well, no. Well, for this, we're just using regular, not extra virgin, because you don't want to cook with extra virgin. You know, we like extra virgin for salad dressings or colder items. You know, to put on your crostini or your bread or
Then
something
you
like
use
that.
extra virgin.
Yeah. then
Everything else,
for cooking, you don't want to use extra virgin.
that's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Nobody's
So-
explained that to me before.
Do you want to maybe stir this up?
Oh, stirring
yeah.
is my best thing.
Good, and I'll add a couple other things. I have some garlic. I'll put a clove of garlic in there.
You don't mince it or anything. Just
No,
the whole
we're going to
clove.
put this in the blender.
Okay.
Yep, so we're just going to get that going. We're going to add our black beans. These have been cooked already.
Okay.
Yep.
How do you cook black beans?
You just, like, in water, you know, or some
Okay.
broth or something, you know.
Can you
just-
steam them or they get mushy?
Yeah, I wouldn't try to steam them.
No, okay.
Yep,
See how little I know.
yep. And then we're going to add our liquid, which is some coconut milk.
Coconut milk.
Coconut milk.
Ah, welcome to the Caribbean.
And then we're going to give you some cilantro.
Oh, this is starting to smell wonderful.
Yeah, I'm just going to maybe lower that fire a little bit.
All right, so we started with warming up some olive oil,
Yep,
tossing in some cut up onion,
yep.
adding, what went next? The beans?
The beans, yeah.
The beans?
The beans.
Black beans.
I'm gonna
What was
give you-
that, about a cup and a half?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what is this?
This is Cajun seasoning.
Cajun seasoning.
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Cajun seasoning.
So you go into a store, you can
Yeah,
buy a
buy
bottle
Cajun-
of Cajun
yeah,
seasoning.
Cajun.
Okay.
And then here you got smoked paprika.
Smoked paprika.
Yep, smoked
This will
paprika.
make a Hungarian's hair stand up. Is that it? Smoked
is-
paprika.
And then,
You didn't put a whole lot of that, people. I'd say 3/4 of a teaspoon.
yeah, not a lot. It's
Okay,
very
some
strong.
fresh cilantro.
Some salt.
Now you use regular salt,
Yeah.
not sea salt or kosher
No,
salt.
this is kosher salt.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
sorry. It's flake
Okay.
salt that we're grinding it.
Coarse salt, people.
Because we're
kosher
being
salt.
fancy, because we're on a demo now,
Okay.
you know. But in your kitchen, you don't need. And then we have pepper as well.
Pepper.
And then, because just for a little balance, we're gonna add a little honey.
Uh-huh.
So that'll be like that, you know, that's the, you know, when they ask you for that secret ingredient,
It's honey.
that's the honey.
It's always something sweet.
Yep. And so we just simmer this until the flavors come together, and we put this in the blender. And so that would be the black bean soup. yeah?
Okay, now you're using an electric stove.
Yeah, so this is
Does that
an
make you
induction
crazy?
stove.
Does it make you crazy?
Yeah, we should be cooking with fire.
Yeah.
But this
I
this
know.
works. This
See,
works.
but I have an electric stove, so I have
Okay.
to suffer with, I can't get the exact
Exact
level
temperature.
that I want,
Yeah.
but you know what? You can pretty much get what you need.
So this is induction technology. So I can touch this. And
not melt?
No, and so what it is, it's only under the pot will be hot because it's using magnetic energy to
How clever.
to get the heat. So you can put your hand there.
No.
And look, I mean,
No, because when I put my hand, I'll get burned. As long as you're doing it, we'll be fine.
so what we're gonna do then is just let that simmer in the back,
Okay.
and then we'll go on to the cold soup.
So wait a minute.
Yes.
When you put this stove on for this lane of burners,
Yep.
only where the pot is gets hot?
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to learn more about this.
Yeah.
That's sexy. Okay.
Good.
Now what?
So we're gonna go on to the next part of the dish, which is the gazpacho. And if you are intimidated with cooking and you know, you
I'm
say, how am
fearless.
I gonna
I'm
make?
fearless.
You cook at home?
Not so much anymore, but I really could have been considered a gourmet cook and
Yeah.
baker. I love to bake.
Okay. So
You need
all
a
right.
pastry chef. I have yet to meet a chef that doesn't need a pastry chef.
That's like the joke around
If
here.
your child is looking for a profession, pastry chef is the answer.
It
The
is,
entire
it really
world
is.
looking for pastry chefs.
So
I could be a pastry chef.
well, after this interview, you're going to HR. So
I may take you up on that.
maybe if you want to help me just unpack all of these things.
I
on
can do
top,
that.
Yeah? Should have done that before.
Yeah, my unpacking skills are excellent.
It's part of the being on vacation, huh?
I don't know, what's a vacation?
Well, I should ask you that. What's a vacation for you? Because I think you
don't
travel
know.
for work, huh?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, how could I come, let's take Curaçao for example.
Yep.
How could I come to Curaçao,
Yep.
go to the wonderful sights, enjoy the beautiful beaches,
Yep.
eat in places with fabulous food,
Yep.
and not share this with my audiences? How do I keep this a secret for myself?
Yeah.
It's not possible. So, and I have audiences on radio, on television, online. I mean, I have to share it. So how am I going to share it? Well, we share it by doing interviews. And
I'll take this out of here.
so the end result is, I don't know.
What's a vacation for you?
No, and not only that, we've been here now, how many days? I'm going to say we've been here a week and a half.
Yeah.
I have been in a bathing suit for a total of 22 minutes, divided over two
And how many
occasions.
seconds?
Divided over two occasions. Jump in, jump out. That's it. This is Curaçao. Yum. Go down the road till you see the tree that looks like the Red Octopus and make a left. And that's going to take you to Playa Grande Beach, also known as Playa Pescado. And I have a feeling that the word pescado has something to do with fish. In the region, you just look up the hillsides, there's color everywhere. That's a private home. Isn't it glorious? The island of Curaçao is such a beautiful green island covered with vegetation, and when you get to Christofell National Park, this is an amazing park. Look at that iguana. It's not real, happily. It's huge. If you're into outdoor sport, this is a place you need to go to. There is so much you can do there. And they have this wonderful museum building. You see the welcome sign there. And you can sit down inside, see a wonderful film, lots of interactive material and other material there for you to learn from. And you'll learn all about the animals on the island, the wildlife. We're not talking about the wildlife in the evening down at the beach bars. Caves, how cool is that? And you know, you can go hiking. It's about a 2 to 3 hour hike to hike up to the top of Mount Christofell. You can see wonderful lookout points with amazing. Look at that! Look at the. My goodness, it's like geysers splashing ashore at every point. Fabulous. But if you're going to go take the hike to the top of the 1,230-foot mountain, make sure you take lots of water with you because you're going to need it. And as you can see, this is virgin territory. You're not going to find a fast food place on the next corner to get something to drink. So figure 2 to 3 hour hike. You can bike, but you got to bring your own bike, people. And I'm sure there are places on the island you can rent a bike and go, so you don't have to worry about bringing it from home unless you have some passion to ride your own bike. And you'll find that there are guided tours, hiking tours. There are also driving tours on the island. And when you go on the driving tours, and depending on which route you go on, well, one of them you're going to see the mountain car route. You're going to see open copper mines. You're going to old copper mines. You're going to see orchid trails and a plantation house. There's just so much and fabulous scenery everywhere you go. And you can can see by the See You Soon sign that people come from all over the world, speaking multiple languages, to come and visit this incredible place. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to want to go and veg out somewhere, and this is yet another wonderful hotel to stay at. Does this not look like you're on your own planet? And you are right at the side of the sea, and the buildings to the left, those are hotel accommodations. Right there, you walk out of your room, down a couple of steps, or go the other way, and there's no steps at all. And you're right there on the waterfront. Fabulous dining there. And they have a place called Blues at this resort. The resort is called the Avila Beach Resort Hotel in Curaçao. And guess what? It's in Willemstad, the capital city. You are literally a 5 or 10 minute walk to the thick of things. So you feel like you are way out in the countryside, but in fact, you could stay here and exist without a rental car. If you like to walk, you can walk easily. If you want to call a taxi, you could do that. Now here's another hotel choice. It's up in the mountains. It's called the Oasis. It's amazing. They're individual villas, and you've got your own kitchen, bedroom, bathroom. Some of them are multiple bedrooms. We stayed in one of these. It had we had a 2-bedroom, but there are smaller and bigger ones. And while it looks like you're in the middle of a desert somewhere, from those rooms, you're actually just steps away from the sea. But we're going to go back now to the Curaçao Marriott Beach Resort, and we're going to cook with Chef Dino.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make our gazpacho, which is the cold part of the dish. So the hot part is the black bean soup, and the cold part is this.
Now, should I give this a start because it's doing a little simmering?
I think it's happy.
It's happy? Leave it alone? You're happy? I leave you alone?
Yeah.
But God, you smell good.
So,
it's the coconut and the garlic.
Yeah, there you go.
Yum.
So now, maybe you want to add the onions in the blender?
Into the blender,
Yep,
okay.
so we got some red onions.
Very minced onions, people. Teeny tiny minced onions.
That's because we're doing a demo. You don't have to really mince them like that.
But look how pretty they looked.
So I've got some cherry tomatoes. I'm going to put about 2 cups of cherry tomato. Yep. Cucumber, you want to throw in there?
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Minus the
seeds. Exactly, yes.
Cucumber, so we've got onion, tomato, cucumber without seeds.
One clove of garlic.
1 clove of garlic. 1 clove of garlic.
You want to put all that cilantro in
all
there?
This cilantro.
There's cilantro fans out there. You'll be like applauding us right now, you know?
I love these.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Do you want to put the fennel?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's fennel, yeah.
I thought it was celery at first, but then it looked like very strange.
Red pepper.
Red pepper.
Yep.
What's the special value of fennel in terms of flavor?
It's got that anise flavor.
Yeah, licorice.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a great digestive. Like they eat it after a meal, and it supposedly helps your digestion. You want to put some salt and pepper in there for me?
Which is which?
This is the salt.
How do you know?
We know that.
All right.
Yeah.
Does it say on top anything?
No, it doesn't.
No, you just have to be clever.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, sorry.
We've got to stop meeting this way. People will talk. May I have this dance?
They're gonna.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's enough.
Maybe a little bit more. Okay.
Maybe a little more. You and my grandmother.
There you go. Some pepper.
Pepper. For my grandmother, there was never enough. Okay.
And then we want to squeeze these limes in.
Squeeze in the limes.
These are like those hard-headed limes with no juice.
Does it really help?
Oh, yours was good.
Oh, hands of vise. Does it help to use, one of those strainer things that you...
For limes, you don't need them. Limes don't have seeds, but lemons do.
No, not from the strainy point. You know, those things you put the lime over the middle of this thing and you do like this.
Yeah, of course.
Does that help?
Yeah, but for just 2 limes, we just...
Okay.
You're good.
Maybe I will go right to HR when I leave here. Nothing like having a chef who loves
So
you.
one thing, if you ever wanted to know what your sex face looks like, it's the same as your lime squeezing face.
Uh-oh. That's more information than I needed.
So now would be a good time for a selfie.
No? Oh, man.
And then we've got some red wine vinegar. I'm gonna give that as well. So you have two kinds of acid, the citric acid and the vinegar kind of acid.
It's very healthy.
Yep. And some olive oil.
Okay, so let me run back again. We had minced onion. We had sliced cherry tomatoes.
Yep.
We had cucumber without the seeds, fennel, red pepper, cilantro,
and ice cold.
a clove of garlic,
Yep.
salt and pepper,
Yep.
lime.
Yep.
I have to write all this down.
Yeah. We'll give
All
you the
right.
recipes.
Oh, that would be a help.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
tomato
then
juice?
some tomato juice. Yep. Ice cold.
Ice cold.
Because you want to serve the soup cold. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna like go on our little blender over here.
Okay, we are blending.
So if you're intimidated by a soup, think of food differently. Think of this as like a vegetable smoothie, you know? Because that's all this is. So maybe it's less intimidating that way.
Okay.
You take it on. So this is our gazpacho all ready to go. And what we're gonna do to serve this, so before you serve anything, you always want to taste it, especially before giving it to your people.
And that's why you have 1,000 spoons there.
Exactly. So let's give this a taste, maybe before it needs something, you know.
Well, we don't have to blow on it because it's not hot. It has a lot of lime in it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's very good, right? I think it's very good too. I think it's like spot on.
Oh, it's very
And I'm not
good.
just saying that because we're on camera. I'd say,
No, I believe you.
yeah.
No, it's very good.
Good. So I'm gonna.
Yum.
We did some black bean soup before the demo. We pureed some already, so I have that over here.
Well, this is now boiling over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting thick.
So we did some black bean soup.
And it smells so good.
Yep. All you would do is puree that.
When this goes in the blender and it's pureed and all the little black beans get smashed into mush, it turns out looking like that.
Yep.
Oh, can you see it here? I love black bean soup.
Yeah. So this is like a totally different version.
But I don't know if I've ever had black bean soup with coconut milk in it. I sincerely doubt it.
And then I'll do one plate, and then maybe you do the second plate.
Okay.
Yep.
You trust me?
Well,
We'll see.
so let me get you. So one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me.
All right, well, we're going to get these all ready and lined up so you can get a good shot at them while we take this quick commercial break. Don't leave me. This is Stephanie Abrams cooking live in Curaçao at the Marriott Beach Resort with Executive Chef Dino. Don't leave me. We're back at the Curaçao Marriott Beach Resort. I'm with Executive Chef Dino. We're making two soups in one, a hot soup and a cold soup. And somehow we're going to put them together and they're going to stay apart. I don't know. I think it's a magic show. So let's see. How does this work?
Let's do this. So we've got both soups ready to go in our little serving dishes, both the same size portions. And what's key here is both soups are the same viscosity.
Okay.
So very slowly, at the same time, steady hand. You just want to pour them both in the bowl.
So because they're the same density,
Yeah, the same.
they're not mixing together.
No. And then we have some polenta croutons.
Oh, people, if you've never had polenta fries or polenta croutons, you have no idea what you're missing. Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Is that feta cheese?
No, this is
Goat cheese.
Goat cheese. So
Goat
a little
cheese.
crumble of goat cheese.
Crumbles of goat cheese.
Go on, and
Just
then we
without-
have a little bit of, this is some micro cilantro. So we just put
Micro, so do you grow it here?
Yes, this is locally grown.
But you have so much property here. Why don't you have your own garden? You know,
Well,
that's very trendy right now among executive
No, it
chefs.
is. It is.
To have their own garden where all the, you know, condiments and spices.
Well, it's also
and-
nice to support the local farmers as well. And then just a few drizzles of olive oil. I always like to do that.
Oh, you know, you
So
and
that
every
would
other
be-
chef I know, you're
That
very
would be
big
the
on
plate. So the hot and cold soup.
throw in some olive oil. All right, my turn. Let us pray.
Go very slow. Take your time.
This is a slow race
Yeah.
between the black bean soup.
I'm
and-
impressed. Because the
and-
first time I did this, it didn't, you know, I'm impressed. There you go.
The black bean soup and the gazpacho.
There you go. I think we're going to have to definitely get you to HR.
I'm going to stick another
the
skinny one.
croutons.
Come here, I want another skinny one. The skinny one, you move over. We put you in here. Very nice. Next
Some
comes
goat
the
cheese.
goat cheese, chèvre. Come on, a little chèvre. How do you dot this? It's
Yeah, I think it
smushy.
needs it got a little soft, so we want both hands. But that's fine. A couple
Oh,
big
do it
balls.
with two
are good.
hands?
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple big balls.
I
are
can
good.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do two-handed goat cheese.
And then I'll give you your micro cilantro on top.
Micro cilantro coming at you.
And now we want to taste this.
Don't tell anybody. I love goat cheese.
So what you want to do when you taste,
Polenta croutons. Sensational.
what you want to do when
Oh
you
my
taste
God, sensational.
is get both soups on the spoon together.
On the same spoon at the same time.
Definitely don't want to mix.
This is definitely not fair to my audience. I'm sorry, I'd like to feed this to you. But... Okay, so I'm getting hot and cold together.
Yep.
Two different flavors.
Yep.
Oh, is that good? Wow. Talk to yourself a while.
And she wouldn't just say that because she's on camera.
No, because people know me. I just, you know, I would smile and say, okay, what's
And
next?
she's going for seconds, so. So we love that, huh?
Outrageous.
I gotta have some too.
Okay. What do you think?
Amazing.
Oh, it's sensational.
Yeah.
This in a salad, and there's my dinner.
Yeah.
And
And
if
this
you-
is actually very healthy.
And if you're vegetarian, you'll be
Yeah.
a very happy camper.
Yeah. You taste the coconut and the black beans too.
Do you have this on the menu here?
Yes, this is on our menu.
Oh, wow. So if I get my friends at FedEx to make a pickup, you'll send me once a week a container?
We use very easy to get ingredients. There's nothing like, you know, like, oh, chef, I don't get this where I live and all that. Everything's available.
No, this was all simple stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I'm sorry to do this to you. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to finish eating this. And then we're going to do potato wrapped snapper. I have cooked with many chefs now, but this is the first time, and if you've just joined us, I'm with Executive Chef Dino at the Curaçao Marriott Beach Resort Hotel in Curaçao. This is the first time I'm getting to do potatoes. And I'm really, really happy so I can sing my potato song. So now I'm supposed to take a potato.
Yeah, take a potato.
All
and
right.
We're going to just, like, get one of these in your food store, you know, your neighborhood. You know?
Don't nail me with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Get that in there.
And we're
then
going to make a continuous.
a continuous long spiral, yeah?
Okay, and I have to put my thumb here.
Yeah, your thumb here.
Thumb here and
yeah,
there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oy,
So,
good that I play the piano.
yeah.
There
you
a
go.
long stretch.
And
so
then
we're
keep
trying
going,
to get.
keep going,
They're
keep
not going in the
They're going.
bucket.
They're fine.
Oh,
They'll
there
get
they
there.
are.
They'll get there.
Okay,
Keep
now I
going.
do my potato song.
Perfect. Let's hear it.
Prepare the pomme de terre. Prepare the pomme de terre. This comes from an old classic. Look for it on cable TV. I Married Joan. When Joan decides she needs to have a job in order to earn some extra income because her husband's allowance to her isn't big enough. It's a 1950s show. Different women then. And she gets a job in a French restaurant And the French chef says, now we prepare the pommes de terre. She has no idea what he's talking about.
You're gonna have me and my cook singing now.
Prepare the pommes de terre. Prepare the pommes de terre.
Love it, love it, love
You
it.
gotta love it. Okay, hold on. All of you,
This
get
is
in
great,
there.
this is great.
Well,
Ta-da.
all
You
right.
get one of these.
What is this job coming off of here?
Well, this, you know, you could make the coolest French fry or,
Oh,
or
no
something
kidding.
else
Look
with
at
that.
that. That is adorable,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just
So-
going to lay it in your dish in case you
Yeah.
decide you want to use
So
it.
we've got our shredded potatoes.
Yeah. Do we need to do more or that's enough?
Well, this is gonna wrap the fish in, so I'm gonna get a plate.
I love these dishes.
Yep.
These dishes are gorgeous.
What I'm gonna do is season the fish, both sides, salt and pepper.
Okay, well, I'm going to move this left and right so we can see you seasoning fish.
Yep, salt and pepper on both sides.
Salt and pepper, kosher salt.
Yep. A little olive oil on the fish as well.
Olive oil on the fish. Okay, now this is the regular olive, just the plain,
This
or
is
the
the
virgin?
This is the virgin.
Okay.
Yep. So we've got this nicely seasoned. Then all we're gonna do is take a fish and these long strings of
Looks
potato.
like spaghetti.
Yeah. Should
Wow.
we call them potetti or don't try that?
No.
All right. And we're just gonna start to wrap, like really
Wow.
wrap the potato in the around the fish.
Like you're taking yarn and you're making it into a
Exactly.
ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is one of those things that can be the cause of your stress or stress relief to you. It can be very therapeutic or it can drive
Or
you
not.
crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap. And you know, a test of your skill or patience or whatever comes when you have to do like 300 of these.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would do it.
So we're just
Why
wrapping.
is it that it's not breaking?
I'm being careful.
Because
we're
it looks
just
like it's
wrapping.
starting to get knotted.
We're wrapping, we're wrapping. That would be your potato wrap snapper, like that.
Wow.
And so that just goes in the deep fryer then. And that becomes your fish and chips.
Holy
All in
cow.
one.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Well, and it must be wonderful because being so thin,
Yeah.
you know, things get crunchy
Yeah,
and tasty.
exactly. It's
and-
going to be crispy fried on the outside. The fish, you need to use a thin fillet. You can't use a salmon or a thick cut of fish because what you want is the fish to be cooked on the inside as well.
Ah.
So you need like branzino works great for this. I think you get that up in your, you know, or sole or one of those thin fillets will be perfect for this.
Flounder is flat, sole
Yep.
is flat.
Yep. So you're just wrapping, and you know, like, you know, this is how I roll.
Yes. Look at that. I'm just shocked that it's not breaking off.
So that's
Wow.
our potato wrap snapper. And now we're just gonna drop these in the deep fryer, and they'll be
We're
good
going to
to
drop
go.
these in the deep fryer.
Yep.
Follow me.
Follow, follow, follow.
Hey, here we
Gloves
go.
on. You want to just put them in the fryer?
I have been elected because I have the gloves on to put the fish in the
put
deep
it in-
fryer.
put it in the basket.
Is the
Fryer's
okay?
on. Yeah, just put it
Fryer
in
is
the
on.
basket.
Lay it in the basket.
Yep.
Don't get burned. No.
You're good.
Getting burned is bad. Gee, this is very firm and solid. It's
Yeah.
not difficult to do.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
I would just drop that in
In
there.
the fire.
Yeah.
Drop it in the hot oil.
Yeah.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Cross your fingers.
How long does it stay?
Like 3 minutes until it's like
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
And they're done.
Wow. That was quick.
That was quick.
That's one of the joys of making fish and seafood, how quickly it gets done.
And then as soon as it's out of the fryer, we just, because we seasoned the fish, but we didn't season the
The
potato, yeah?
So salt and pepper.
Yep,
Sea salt, people, sea salt.
yep, and that's our fish and chips. We'll just break off these extra end pieces, yeah?
Give it a haircut.
Yeah.
Okay. If you weren't hungry when we started, here we go.
Yep.
You must be hungry now. Grab a snack. There's more to come. Stay with me. Ah, me. Couldn't you use a little bit of that right now? Look at that room. Look at that view. Oh, embrace yourself in the salty mist of the sea air of the Caribbean in Curaçao at the Marriott. We're going to go back and finish up our cooking. You see, I've been dubbed Sous-Chef Steph, and we've been doing a lot of cooking demos all over the world. This is Cairnan House in County Cork, Ireland. And I've done a few cookery schools, including the one at Hote Castle in County Dublin, and this is one of their master chef instructors cooking with me. One of the things I learned, get all your ingredients lined up and ready to go. Not only have we cooked on land, we've cooked at sea. And this is aboard the Celestial Olympia cruising between the Greek islands. And this island's a little bit removed from the Greek islands. We're back in Curaçao. On the other side of the island from the Marriott will you find the Santa Barbara Beach Resort. But we're going to be doing lots more cooking and bringing you cooking demos and shows. That's at the K Club. Are you a golfer? You follow the Ryder Cup? You know the K Club. And Daniel Wilmot in County Cavan at Farnham Estate. And Chef Dino has taught me so much. And let's make a stop at the Marriott Hotel with the pastry chef. But now let's go back to finish our meal at the Marriott in Curaçao. We're cooking up a storm.
We are.
What are we making now?
So we're gonna finish our fish and chips dish. We're gonna make a spinach, leeks, and corn risotto.
Yum.
So we have some risotto that we cooked 80%, so not all the way, 80%, and then the last part we finish it up. So what I'm gonna do,
So when you say you cooked 80%, how many minutes is total cooking?
so total for risotto is about 25, so this would have been about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So just that you still have that little al dente because we'll do the last 5
No,
minutes
we don't want it to
now.
turn to mush.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
So get some olive oil.
Yeah.
We'll get our leeks in the pan. We'll get some corn that we grilled before. And we're gonna add some chicken broth.
So tell us again what went in this pan. Ooh, that's noisy. What went in the pan?
Some corn, leeks, and chicken broth and olive oil.
That's
and
it.
We're gonna add our
The 80% cooked risotto is now
80%
going
cooked-
in.
Yep.
Okay.
And we still have to do, like, you know, with risotto, constantly stir. So maybe if you wanna
Yeah,
be
I can be
stirring
your
my
stir
risotto,
person.
stirring
I
the risotto.
can take over the stir job.
Yep. And I'm gonna make sure you have the right.
Is this the leeks, these green things?
Yep, those are leeks. Yep. And then we add some spinach as well.
I don't think I've ever seen a leek just out there natural like.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had kakaliki soup is a big deal in the UK and Ireland,
Yep.
but and potato leek soup,
Yep.
big deal.
Yep.
But when you get it, it's all done. You don't know what you're eating. You
And
know,
we
it's
add
all
some
puree.
spinach, and we just continue to do that.
And there's the spinach.
Give you some salt.
Kosher salt, people.
Get you some fresh pepper.
Fresh pepper and salt.
Yep. Just keep mixing that,
That's black
mixing that.
pepper.
And then you can add a little bit more risotto once you see it. I'm sorry, broth once you see it starting to be absorbed. You know.
Chicken broth.
Yep, chicken broth. Then what I'm gonna do, while you're stirring that, I'm gonna talk about miso paste. Miso paste is fermented soybeans. So it's, you know, nowadays chefs are high on this buzzword called umami.
I don't know this word.
Umami is the element of taste that no one, it's not the obvious one. You know, there's sweet, salty, sour, bitter of what your palate perceives, and then now there's this whole thing. This is the fifth one called umami. So if you wanted to just taste that,
But this is made from bean curd?
no, soybeans. So it's fermented soybeans. Doesn't taste like anything you want to eat right now.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
What do you do with this? But very
So we're
salty.
gonna make the butter sauce with that.
It's very salty.
So we're gonna take some of this,
Yeah.
like a spoon of that.
Yeah, it looks like a teaspoon.
Yep. We're gonna add that to there. We're gonna then add some butter to it, softened butter.
So 3 tablespoons.
Yeah, about.
Make it 4.
Yeah, and then
Go nuts with yourself for cardiologist delight.
I'll squeeze some lemon in there, some lemon juice.
He's doing my lemon squeezing.
I am.
We'll let him. He's the executive chef. Le chef a raison. Ask him.
So what we've done here is basically just made a flavored butter. We've made a miso butter, a miso and lemon butter, yeah?
How cool.
Yep. And what happens with this is I'll go next to you on the side here.
It's really a terrible thing to do to heart-healthy miso.
I've got lobster broth.
We won't tell.
I've got lobster broth.
Lobster broth.
There. Yeah.
Everything's better with lobster broth.
A lot of things are.
Lobster broth and bacon, you can't go wrong.
Well, exactly. So this is like, think of that saltiness that you would get in bacon.
Yeah.
Yep. So you see the risotto starting to
Yeah,
simmer now.
it's simmering.
coming. It looks
Starting
like a
to
nice
thicken a
risotto
little.
dish. Yeah.
Beautiful.
If you want to add a little bit more broth, you're welcome to. But I think that looks
No,
good.
it looks okay.
Maybe you want to taste it before you dish it out. If it needs more salt or pepper or something, you know.
I'm gonna burn my mouth. This is
You
hot.
might. Yeah. Just.
You trying to get even? What did I do wrong? See, for me, this is perfect, but I don't use a lot of salt and things.
No, so then
and
that's
it's got a
good.
nice amount of pepper in it, too.
Yeah. So
All
what I'm
right.
going to do is just lower the heat.
So this is the
This is the lobster broth.
broth.
Yeah. So I'm going to add the miso butter to the lobster broth.
Okay, and again, that was the butter and
miso
miso paste. This is the miso paste.
Yep.
Anything
And we
else?
just mix that up, and that becomes our sauce for the fish.
Wow.
So what I'm gonna do is just I like to use these hand blenders and
There's
really
some very
like blitz
fancy
it.
gadgets here.
Just get that butter and the broth going together.
Okay, but so in my kitchen, I'd use an egg beater. Is that right? Or a whisk?
You're perfect.
Wire whisk?
You can get these.
My problem is not getting it. It's where do I store it? We run out of space. I have a million kinds of dishes. I love dishes.
So we're ready to plate this dish. Maybe I'll do one plate and you do the next plate.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works.
You know, I forgot to taste this. Amazing, amazing. You gotta taste this. So delicate.
So this is the lobster broth.
The lobster broth, the miso
Is
butter.
this the same thing you would start to make a lobster bisque with?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, that is heaven. Oh, this is deadly. Wow. Wow.
I put a good amount of sauce in there.
Okay.
Maybe you'll do the same.
We put a good amount of sauce in here.
Yeah. Anybody can be a gourmet chef.
You know what? Anybody can do anything they want to do
Yes.
if they're willing to put in the time and
Exactly.
be disciplined.
Yeah.
And by the way, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly and keeping at it until you do it well.
Yep. And I just top my fish on top.
Oh, is that gorgeous?
Yeah.
We
And
got to
then
get
I-
pictures of this.
And I choose some of
Yeah.
my herbs. This is micro basil.
Micro basil.
So I put a little bit of that on the plate.
Micro basil, that's a new application.
So and then some of this like good olive oil. And that would be your dish. That's how the guests would get it.
Okay. And now I get my fish. Come here, fish. Hello, fish. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I need my cilantro.
Yeah, you pick whatever herb you want. You know.
Hello,
whatever you think
herb.
You look what's good. This is pea shoots, micro basil, micro cilantro, and also micro basil.
I don't know, this looks like 4-leaf clovers. I kind of like this.
Yeah, there you go.
So you just break it somewhere or
Yeah,
you
you-
rip it out of the bottom?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Ta-da! And a little bit of this if you want.
A
for good
little
luck.
olive oil on top.
Yeah. There you go.
Are we done?
We are done. That's
Okay, so now, from my favorite film about food, Woman on Top. Penelope Cruz ends her character at the end of the film by saying, and now for the last ingredient, share it with someone you love.
there you go.
Thank you, Executive Chef Dino.
You're welcome.
Shall we chow down?
Yeah, we're gonna chow
Here
down.
we go. Oh, and it smells so good. I have to get a little of the potato.
Exactly.
I have to get a little of the
Potato,
risotto. I have to get a little of this lobster sauce.
There you go.
I'm salivating just talking about it.
Go for it.
Sensational. Yummalicious. Yummalicious.
Don't stop.
It's on the menu. Curaçao Marriott Beach Resort. Come ahead, they're waiting for you. You know, I have learned so much, picked up so many great tricks and tips, and been so inspired cooking with chefs in Europe, in Ireland, in the Caribbean, in the US. And I have learned so much that I'm applying at home. It is glorious. So we're going to be doing many, many more cookery shows, as they'd say on the other side of the ocean. And in America, we'd say cooking shows. And I hope that you'll be inspired not only by the destinations, the places, the resorts, the hotels, the spots we drop in to visit, but you'll bring it into your kitchen as well and think of us as you're cooking. And watch for more with Travel with Sous-Chef Steph.